Hello everyone, welcome back to more Pokemon Scarlet version. Last time, we talked to History Lady a bunch, learned some lore about the Paldea region. We beat up Ionio, or just Ion, or Iono, there we go. I had to think of her name for a second there. And we now have marked on our map the shrine locations. So yeah. But we're not going to be doing that. First, we're going to be doing some art classes. This is the wrong thing. Wrong. Thank you. No, on it. There you go. Yes. Alright, what voice did I give him? Greetings, I am Hassel. I will be teaching this art class. It is a pleasure to meet you all. I think that works. Now let me be candid for one moment. I imagine that many of you will forget all that you learned in this class once you graduate. After all, you don't need even a basic understanding of artwork, much less a refined appreciation of beauty, for most exams and jobs. So, is my class a waste of time for you then? I think not, at least. I certainly hope it isn't. Think for a moment, all of you, what is beauty anyway? What makes something beautiful? I am the beholder. Interesting. Thank you, Honey. Oh, I don't mean to suggest that the correct answer to my query. The important thing is that you all take time to think about it. Think about why we might find beauty in a flower blooming on the side of a road, for example. Question why the sky is a different shade of blue than the ocean, or why the leaves change color. Ponder the windmills of Artazon and how they move. Contemplate the chilling bite of the waters of Cascarafa. I'm sure you will find that every little detail of your lives will seem more vivid, more impactful, if you just take a moment to stop and think. And I am certain that if you stop and truly appreciate the little beauties of this world, it will help pull you through the days where your studies have you exhausted, or when work has dampened your spirits. Do pardon me for waxing philosophical. You don't need to understand all of that now. Sometimes it's so weird seeing the Nemona just sitting in the background. To put it simply, it is true that one doesn't need art to survive, but certainly makes surviving much more enjoyable. It's my hope that this class will add even a little bit of color to your lives. That's all for today. Next time we'll try a more hands-on approach of appreciating beauty. Next time I'll actually teach you something. Oh, Hassel. Didn't even bother teaching a single lesson today. Just introduced the classes. Alright, go home. I've had enough already. Oh, Penny's here now. What the heck? Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. In our previous class, we discussed what beauty is, which might have been a little boring for you. So today, I thought I would mix things up a little to pique your interest in art. Let me introduce our special guest.
Gibble.
This is Professor Gibble, the assistant lecturer for today. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us.
Glam. Look at my hat. It's all pretty and flowery.
As some of you may have already known, a Pokemon can terrestrialize if you use a Terra Orb. Normally, Professor Gibble would be a Dragon type, but terrestrializing it, it succeeded in changing its type. So, class, what type of these lovely glistening flowers above Professor Gibble's head represent?
Brass.
Excellent, Honey. Full marks for you. These beautiful flowers blooming above Professor Gibble's head show that it has now become a grass type. The shape of the tire jewel above a Pokemon's head depends on the Pokemon's tire type. To summarize, when an opponent's Pokemon terrestrializing during battle, observe a Pokemon's tire jewel closely to see which type it has become, and choose effective moves accordingly. It is my sincere hope that today's lecture will help you all achieve beautiful victories. The terrestrial phenomenon is indeed a fascinating, deep subject to discuss. That is it for today, class. Thank you, Professor Gibble, for your help.
Glub Gib, I don't get paid enough for this. I want a raise.
Oh, Professor Gibble, don't you know? Teachers don't get raises. They're funded by the government, so they have to pay. You have to be paid what they get. That's how it works in the U.S. at least. I'm sure other countries do it better, but I sure wouldn't know because I don't live in those other countries. Oh, Professor Gibble's back. Hello, cluster his eye. Hustle yet again. Now we have Arvin this time. Do they always just have a random, like, one of your friends in the background for these? I've only noticed that really now. They've been changing it out. I've seen Nemona a couple times before, but I've been told that my previous lectures about the terrestrial phenomena was very well received. Thank you all for your kind words. In fact, Miss Dendra specifically requested that I impart even more battle knowledge to my students. So I have decided that today we will take another look at how Pokemon can terrestrialize.
Gibble.
And of course, here's Professor Gibble to help us. Know then, Professor Gibble, if you'd be so kind as to terrestrialize for us.
Well, not again, damn it. You know how hard it is? How hard it is on my tiny little body. I'm cold now, damn it.
Now, what do we have here? Last class we saw grass-type terrestrialize, but this time we have something of a different shape. Observe, a Pterodrome resembling a snowflake. Its dendritic shape is stunning to behold. It's a little chilly standing so close to it. Maybe dendritic. Actually, this probably is dendritic, whatever. So, class, what tire type do you imagine this jewel might represent? The ice type. Excellent, Hunnet. Full marks for you. The reason there's a snowflake shining above Professor Gibble's head is simple. It is now an ice type.
Give me a blanket, I'm cold, damn it.
And because Professor Gibble is currently the ice type moves would be not very effective against it. Keep in mind, usually they would deal quadruple damage to Gibble. Wait, is he already ground dragon? Or I thought he was just dragon to start. Oh, whatever. Now, here's some trivia about snowflakes. While snowflakes can come in many different shapes and sizes, most are classified as hexagons. Just think of it, snowflakes fall from the sky, taking similar shapes without anyone saying that they must. Do you not feel the great mystery of nature? The beautiful enigma we live in? Well, this is a bit of a tangent, but Mr. Jock's glasses are also hexagonal, aren't they? I almost forgot to mention that you can change Pokemon's tire type at the Treasure Eatery located in Medali. Though I must say the cook there is a little prickly. You'll need to get on the good side if you want to help her. If you want her help, whatever. Now, come prepare for the next class, because it is time for your midterm examination. Thank you for today, Professor Gibble.
Grab Gib. I'm quitting after this, I swear.
Alright, time for midterm. And then we're going to talk to the teacher, if we can. I do hope you're all ready because it's time for your midterm exam. Focus and do your best. So Nemona has to take the midterm exam, even though she's only been for one class so far. And that was the first class we didn't teach anything. Oh. It is definitely Terra Jewel, because he's been calling him a jewel. But I did not really realize that was the actual term before. Flowers should be grass. Most snowflakes classified as hexagon. Medali. And we'll make something beautiful. There is no correct answer. The correct answer is there is no correct answer, which means there is a correct answer, which means the correct answer is false. It's a paradox question. Oh no. I'd rather not have students worry about passing or failing in my art class, but tests are tests after all. Anyway, good work everyone. You can check your results at the front desk. I do feel like a lot of art classes are like that though. Where they're a lot less about actually passing the test and more so it is about like developing like your own like artistic values and things. And just kind of being able to appreciate this kind of stuff more than you would otherwise. Alright, where is the man? Where is the dragon man? The art room, where else? Let's actually take a look at this room, because we got a nice Staraptor statue here. We got some nice pictures drawn by our resident 5-year-olds who work here. I mean, not work. Yes, we employ 5-year-olds to work as the staff. to help the teachers out. I'm sticking with that lore. They even got like these freaking mannequin things used for posing in our classes. And of course, bowls of fruit and crap. Wives not on it. I have a question for you. Do you find my class difficult? Nope. That is certainly good to hear. So, Hunnit, you choose to take on gems as part of your treasure hunt. That must mean you like Pokemon battles, is that correct? No. Then you are attempting to overcome a weakness? I applaud your efforts indeed. Do forgive me for springing such an odd question upon you so suddenly. I often find myself pondering the nature of strength these days. Anyway, thank you again for your input on it. Probably closer with Hassel. I mean, the real answer is yes. I do enjoy the battle system in these games. The main reason I play the games in the first place. I was just curious if you would say anything if I just said no. Anything funny. Not really, though. Oh, good. He's right here. I don't have to go looking through the jar distance to find him. Hello there, Hunnit. I try to visit the schoolyard from time to time. It's good to see young ones with so much energy and vigor. I know what you mean. Do you? That's a bit of a surprise to hear you say. You have the young ones too, you know. You don't know that! You don't know how old I am. Master Hassel, might I have a word? You, what are you doing here? I have told you many times not to bother me here at the academy. That I am bound to come. Our family's future is of paramount importance. It was good speaking with you on it. Something important has come up, so I must excuse myself now. Don't mind me as I deal with this wretch here. This two-timing bitch. Let's discuss the matter elsewhere. Come. Alright. That's enough making up fake lore. Also, this is indoors. I didn't think I showed us off last time I tried flying here, but this is indoors, so yeah. It makes sense as why we can't fly. It doesn't look indoors. It does not look like glass at all. But it is what it is. Time to take on the grass gym, because art and art, you know, it makes sense. Do art with the art. Alright, we are here, and we have our special guest back with us now. After a long time of her being retired from the team. And you'll see her once we start this fight. Avant-garde! You are honored to know you are the artist, honored god! It's the champion, actually. That is of no consequence. Each time I recall our artistic battle, I found myself wishing to face you once again. I'm so very glad that you are here. Praise Mother Nature. I had planned to meet with the top champion today, but I have just now cancelled the plan. Shall we instead talk of art together? No. What? You come to top champion instead? Well, I cannot be bothered by that. I don't care what the reason is. If we can make a masterpiece together once more, then fine. Well then, Hunnit, are you ready to open a wide door to the world of art? Fine. I'll indulge your insanity. Out of God, very well then. Let's head to my studio. Behold, Hunnit, the sight of Artazon's windmill! It catches the winds and blows across Paldea and slowly yet powerfully spins ever on. While leaping down from the windmill to appear before those who challenge my gym, lends an added depth to our battles. Oh, yeah? I knew you would understand my reasoning on it! Though I believe I can spare my legs today, as we are sure to create my greatest masterpiece yet, even after not the light from above! But I digress, we are both artists, are we not? We have no further use for words now. I assume you're ready, let this collaborative work of art begin! Oh my god, this man's making me lightheaded. That was a lot of words very quickly, with very little breathing. But yet Chun-Li's back! Let us ponder the art we will create together on it. been retired ever since our starter got fully evolved. I've changed up her moves a bit. She now has Reversal and Acrobatics and Tailwind. And she's level 63 now. So she did get caught up in levels quite a bit. We'll be seeing other long forgotten, maybe not just long forgotten, but older team members who used to be with our main team, returning occasionally as well. Let's go for one Swords Dance, so I'll start going from Acrobatics. Yeah, Tailwind's already paying off. Oh, you fool. You fool. You poor naive fool. Also, I changed her nature so she has attack up now and special defense down. So, she now has our highest second strongest attack stat out of all of our party members. Well, unless we count Koridon. I don't know what his attack stat's like. I haven't looked at his stats yet. We're going to keep current, because of course we are. I'd also give Chili's a life orb, just because maybe we might use Chili's. But, someone tells me that's not going to happen. Somebody tells me that's not going to happen. We also got Grommet with Fire Fang now. Wave Crash? Oh my god. Okay, but it's Recoil. I'd rather have Aqua Step though, so I can just keep sweeping forever and ever. I mean, then again though, if I set up with Grommet and switch into that... Oh, but he'll also be killing himself slowly though if I do that too. Oh my god, you were very dead. Although my Tailwind is now gone. I'm assuming there's nothing to do with your Brass and Fighting. Breloom is one of my favorites. Let's do another Tailwind. Oh, we're already faster. Well, you know what? You know what? It's fine. Oh, Thunder Punch. Oh, I'm glad I lowered your special defense, not your normal defense. That was the other option I had. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. No! Always have a Tailwind set up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch, but I'm gonna do that next turn. Or it basically plays as if it was on set. I don't think that's an option. But I want to do that at least for the post game for sure. Try to make things a little more challenging. Oh, poor Chun-Li. We had a good sweep going, but we couldn't finish it because of frickin' effect spore. Terrain Pulse? There is no terrain. So I guess I'll just normal type for Fire Blast. Oh, except now there's grassy terrain because of your ability. Except now I'm also restoring my HP because of the grassy terrain. Sudowoodo. This works because of the deep rooting of nature of plants. I brought the ones that aren't easily something. Probably trimmed or pricked, or probably trimmed or cut. I'm not sure. Well, you are gonna be a grass type, so I might as well just Fire Blast you. I do hope this work. Oh my god! I do hope this work lives up to my expectations. I shall call it Sudowoodo Part 2. Or Treedawoodo. Is it either Treedawoodo or Treedawoodo? I wanted to read it before I ran away, but I didn't quite get to see what the pun was. Like, once again, he is blind. And I do love that. He is just blind. Oh, he just barely survived. Oh, because he has Sturdy. You bastard. Stone Edge? I mean, he's a rock type. Makes sense. But come on, man. Well, I'll go ahead and Terra Slide to do. Well, we just need to hit you when we win now, so. Anyone have a priority move? The rescuers are already level 66. Let's have Huey Lewis, just acrobatics, this thing. I'm assuming I'm gonna be faster than a Sudowoodo. Yeah. Once again, scratching all the lice out of his head. So in the midst of battle, you are like a unique gradient suddenly. Something. I kind of pressed too fast before I could read it. We altruists. Wait. What? Riotous? I'm not even sure that's a word, but okay. And yet gentle. Such contrast. I lack the words to express it. My hat goes off to you, but you're not wearing a hat. My bells with you are truly a gift. Each time I am made to remember how I felt so long ago when I first ventured this world of art. I almost forgot. You were here for the gym inspection at the top of the champion instead, correct? Well, that is of no consequence. Report to my gym here as you see fit. Ah, my inspiration is overflowing, as if drawn from a boundless well. I will begin on a new piece of art. Once, you must excuse me. Farewell. Alright, my only notes are... batshit insane. Please give him his medication. And with that, time to take more art classes. So we can learn the true meaning of art. Time for some more art class. Go, look how excited Sadek is for art. Hello class, it is I, Hassel it again. I am pleased to say that everybody did very well in the midterm exams. As a reward for all your hard work, we have a very special guest visiting us today. Now the— oh my god, I didn't even know! I just thought, hey, Art, that makes sense. No, he literally shows up and after we just kicked his ass. Oh god, I thought I was done voicing him, oh no. I am Brassius, I am an artist, and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon for my work! I am extremely nervous! Brassius here mainly creates three-dimensional pieces, such as statues and the like. One of his major works is the installation tiles surrounding Sunflora, found in Artazon. Many of you have challenged the Artazon gym and no doubt familiar with these sculptures. Yes, I do recognize some of these faces among your students. I hope you all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend a Hassel class. Oh, Hassel is the man who saved me when I had lost all beginning of myself. But he never gave up me. I did not exaggerate when I say that he's a mentor of my life. It's especially thanks to Hassel that I was able to establish my current art style. Calm down. Take your medication, please. Ah, dear Brassy. I have nothing against reminiscing of an old time. So today I hope you will guide in class in the way only you can. Of course. Let's see. Why don't we discuss what Hassel mentioned surrendering Sunflora? Can anyone here tell me what my mood was when I was crafting the detached expression? I don't know what it looks like. I'm gonna say happy. I want to say batshit insane, but that's not an option. No, completely and utterly wrong! When I made that sculpture, I had sorted all hope. I was prepared to give up everything. I had resolved to give up my life as an artist if that piece did not receive proper recognition. Hence the name Surrendering Sunflora. That's exactly it, Hass! When I started out as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I even became deathly ill and fell into a slump that drove me to desperation. I began worrying only about all that would sell. I was concerned only with the fame and fortune. But all my pieces during this time had no depth. They were all shell trash. It was then I met Hass. Yet they realized how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details, but in the end I was able to leave all that behind. And that was also when I crafted the Sunflora. Remarkably, even I did not know the full story until now. This is kind of a— oh god, hold on. Take your breath back. This kind of thing is hard to tell someone, especially when they are so close to you. No, I doubt that your adolescents will often find your heads crowded with worries. My advice to you is simple. Be honest with yourself and do whatever your heart desires, so long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That is all from me. I must admit I'm beginning to feel a bit embarrassed and dizzy from all the shouting, so I bid you farewell, Hass. And farewell to your pupils as well. Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it. Such a wonderful class. Oh, I forgot about this. I feel so mortal. Whoa. What a freaking combo, these two. Oh my god, what a freaking combo. We're gonna just finish up all the classes, then we're gonna talk to Hass to get the rest of the things. If he has more things for us. First, let me apologize for losing my composure during our last class. And also, let me apologize for the maniac I brought in with us. I was so touched by Brassius' story that I simply couldn't contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. I still got a very stern talking to from his time after that class, yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? As the name would imply, there are 10 sites in Paldea that are considered particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchard is likely the most accessible. You can see field after field of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cotando. 2 waterfalls are also counted among these 10 sites, Fury Falls and Casaroya Falls. Then there's a peak of Glaciado Mountain known as Paldea's highest peak. This is a cliff of Glaciado's mountain that's named after its rather unique shape. So let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the 3-pronged cliff on Glaciado Mountain? No need to grasp at straws. Did he really just like cheekily give us the hint? Looks like the hand looks like a hand taking hold of something, doesn't it, Tonic? The 3-pronged cliff at Glaciado Mountain is known as the fact of Glaciado's grasp. Though its shape is far too stubby to be that of a human hand, I imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains in Area 3 of the East Province where you can get a good look at the Lafinchia. It's particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant it is known as the million-volt skyline. Here is quite a hot spot for dates, and deservedly for so, while having such a romantic view. I imagine it's, what do the kids say these days, a very fleek selfie spot? Hassel, you're making me feel cringe by saying that, please stop. And now I'm also making myself feel that way because I just said cringe. Of course, you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say that you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. The important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own eyes. And sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for today's class. Thank you for your attention. Like, I already feel enough like the hell do you do fellow kids guy as it is. I don't need to feel more like that, please. Hello class, it is I, Hassel it again. My, how time flies, as they say. Indeed, our timing there has certainly flown by. It's hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topics for today may feel somewhat unrelated to art, but there's absolutely no set definition as to what art should be. Therefore, let's carry on with this discussion and see where it takes us. There are 2 things I wish to focus on today, ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture a Pokemon's qualities. There will be times when your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. In recognition of its feats and accomplishments, it can be given a ribbon. To give an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to a Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friends ribbon. Incidentally, there's a person in Kaskarov who can give you a ribbon for being best friends. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. I just said that weird because I read dyslexia, okay? I read the words in the wrong order. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on the wild Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of a Pokemon, such as with the rowdy mark of the Vigor Mask. It is completely up to luck whether you run into a Pokemon with these marks. So if you're able to catch a Pokemon with a mark, rejoice on your outstanding fortune. Does anyone know what special thing you could do with a Pokemon that has ribbons or marks? You can show them. Oh, no, that's what it is. You can actually do this, I think, right? Wonderful, Han. Your knowledge is impressive. The correct answer is that Pokemon with ribbons or marks can be given titles. What's more, they can be sent into battle displaying a title of your choosing. For example, you can send a Gibble out with the best friends of by declaring, "Go Gibble, the great friend." However, we are no longer friends, I should say. And while I know that just marks are generally fond already on your Pokemon when you meet them for the first time, it seems that more recently Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. There are marks such as the Gorman mark, or Item Finder mark, the Partner mark, and so on. Perhaps it might be fun to try and work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue. Well, that's where the wraps up class. Next final exam. Yeah, as it turns out, Professor Gibble was to show up when Brassius did instead. You got Brassius as a replacement because Gibble just walked out on his job and never came back. So Professor Gibble has been officially fired from Naranja Academy, just so you know. I do hope you're all ready because it's time for your final exam. Focus and do your best. And begin! What is the name of the restaurant? It is probably the Treasure Eatery, right? Yes. What is the Brassius signature installation? Surrendering Sunflora. How many waterfalls? He said there were 2. Million Volt Skylines, your Leventia. And marks the Pokemon. Can be added later, so it's false. Time's up. That is it for today's test. Pencils down, please. Thank you all so much for learning about art with me. The time we shared it has left a mark that I will treasure, I promise you. It is my sincere wish that all of you go on to even greater, more prosperous futures. And that's good. Good work, everyone. You can receive your results from the front desk. See, Hana stayed awake for her entire art class because she actually likes the art class. I guess she's not much of a math kid. She's a lot more of a creative spirit. Alright, now to find Hassel and try to finish this episode. Because we are going on long this time. Oh, he's here somewhere. Oh my god, he's right freaking here! Oh, why, hello there, young Hunnit. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought and didn't notice your approach. I feel I must again apologize for what transpired in the schoolyard. What are you talking about? Call her a bitch, dude. I of course referred to how I rather suddenly had to take leave when we were still engaged in conversation. The woman who showed up is a dragon tamer, and a relative of mine, I might add. An in-law, that is. You see, when I came from a very long line of trainers who specialized in dragon-type Pokemon, there was a child in our family who was expected to stand at his head and lead to greatness. But the young lad, rebellious little fellow he was, ran away from home one day. He made quite a show of it too, swearing he'd make a living with music. A lot has happened since then, and now he's the art teacher of the Elite Four member before you. You're a musician? After I so rudely took my leave during our last conversation, my dear relative encouraged me to give up teaching and return home at last. I've been told the current leader of my family, that is to say, my father, is in poor health. Oh, but I do apologize. Perhaps I am not cut out for teaching after all. What sort of teacher grumbles on all his own students? You're a great teacher. You're a lot better than the math teacher, that's for sure. Give me random math questions while I'm just trying to talk to her. Oh, my dear Hunnit, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. No wonder she's a trained sniper on her at all times. Okay. And we have probably one more to go, and then we're finally done. Art room. Oh, hello there, Hunnit. You all seem to appear at the most crucial moments. Something going on. Well, you see. The bitch is back. I'm here. So I see. I'm glad you finally made up your mind about taking a place as the leader of the family. Well, it is indeed true that I've made up my mind. I have made my mind to continue teaching here at the academy. How could you? Are you saying you don't care what happens to our proud lineage? I've said I have other priorities. This is not your lineage, you damn in-law. Have a look around at the art decorating this room, would you? Children here are letting their senses, their perspectives grow freely. I don't wish to say protecting our family's ancient bloodlines is of no importance. I simply wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. It just seems so much more fun to me, if I'm being honest. What utter nonsense! And yet, your fearless, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you are worthy of carrying the wheel of the dragons, Master Hassel. I will not give up. I will come as many times as I need to in order to change your mind. Oh, by all means, my door is open. I think you'll soon find your match in stubbornness. You thought I could be cowed by some story spun about my father's deterring health? I'm not so easily fooled. I will return one other day. Oh, I'm sorry you had to see all that. I was so very close to resigning my post as a teacher and returning to my home. But the students here give me courage to say no. That includes you, Hannes. Your words truly brought me strength. I can't think of a way I could possibly repay my debt to you young ones. Take this, if you will. Insufficient as it may be in expressing the full breadth of my gratitude. 50 Dragon Terror Shards, the best one we can get. Now then, let it be clear to all. I, Hassel, will continue on my chosen path as instructor to the youth of the world. Someone is becoming a dragon. I don't know who yet, but someone will. And with that, we're ending the episode right now. I hope you had a wonderful time. I'll see you all next time. We went on for way too long. Bye.